All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, little Sophie is out like a light. So we're going to do this video real quick on drone madness. It's become worse than reefer madness. Remember back in the 50s and 60s, 30s, 40s, the government and everybody was going crazy about the reefer. Oh, look at the little love bugs up. It's all right, sweetie. Go back to bed. You know what? I can actually probably turn one of these lights. Now I'm going to show a couple videos, Debbie, here shortly. I'm sorry, I just tripped over all kinds of wires and everything walking to the kitchen to get my, got crap everywhere. Hold on a minute, I gotta put all my guitar strings away. All right, my tea is done. All right, we're gonna start here. I'm sorry, I almost tripped and fell on you there, Sophie. I had wires and guitar strings, crap all over the place. I'm gonna do this video real quick and probably clean up this mess I created around here. I can't take looking at them guitar strings in that case there. Hold on a minute. All right, that's better. All right, now I'm gonna share a video real quick. Maybe I'll turn these lights down a little bit. Oh my God, she is so tired. All right, there you go, sweetie. Now you can rest a little bit. All right, Debbie, you got your tea? We are all set to show a new video that's out on drones, the situation that we're all going under, everything that's going on in America. I just feel this is a way for them to spend more of our money. They know exactly what these things are. Our U.S. military has them. Every mayor, every senator, every congressman knows exactly what a drone is. And I do believe this is a tactic for them to steal money. Plus, there are people out there saying that Trump told people to shoot this drone down. And we have footage that it's a United States military drone. It looks like it to me. It looks like a drone we fly in the military. That crashed on a highway. Yeah, they're reporting someone shot it down or whatever. We don't know if that's true. But I think they're falling. I think everyone is fallen. I mean, would Trump say something like that to shoot down drones? I don't know, but that's what they're saying. Not me. These are actually videos we've been seeing. Right. I mean, I repeat it, but I'm not the one that, I'm not Trump. So what could be done right now? Well, they can call martial law. That would block Trump from getting into the White House. They can also probably try and say that Trump incited this and shot down one of our own military drones and cause all kinds of craziness. And if they don't do that, then I imagine this will be another way. Now they need all kinds of, we need to fight these drones. We need to know who they are. Why don't you just come out and say you're going to milk America for trillions and quadrillions again? You folks are actually watching these people in New York that claim they know nothing, seen nothing, they have no idea, but they want funding from the federal government to buy all this stuff. It's a scam. And who's going to pay for it? The American people. We know exactly what they are. They're not, it was a military drone. And we're going to play the video. And this video is kind of long, so we might be here for just a little bit. No, we are going to share this video.
Incident that would put Americans at risk?
There's nothing that is known that would lead me to say that, but we just don't know, and that's the concerning part.
In this episode, we're diving into the mysterious drone sightings happening across the country and even beyond. Reports are pouring in from New Jersey, New York, California, overseas, and more recently, Chicago and Tennessee. What's going on? Are we under attack? It's baffling that the government seems to have no answers, and even more alarming that they're not making progress in uncovering the truth. This situation is escalating, and it's starting to feel outright ridiculous. We're going to review some compelling footage that's been circulating because there's just so much of it. These drones appear to be engaging in strange activity, including what looks like targeting and even shooting at objects. On the flip side, some people are reportedly firing back at the drones, and there's even a chance one of these mysterious devices has been recovered after a crash. Stay tuned as we piece together the evidence and explore what this all might mean.
What the fuck is that?
This video clip presents a truly unnerving and unusual scene. It captures what appears to be an extraordinary event taking place over the skies of New York City. The spectacle is so surreal, it could easily belong in a Marvel movie, yet here it is, unfolding in real life. The footage leaves me genuinely perplexed and searching for words to describe it. In this captivating clip, we observe a drone flying overhead, illuminated by at least 4 distinct lights. The drone appears to be quite large, sparking curiosity and intrigue. Some observers speculate that when other drones are sent into the air to get a closer look at this mysterious craft, they experience rapid battery drainage, losing control of their own drones in the process. This phenomenon suggests the presence of an unusual protective system, inhibiting electronics from approaching too closely. Such a system may account for the difficulties our government has faced in trying to decipher these enigmatic drones. Is this an advanced method of deterrence, or is there a more straightforward explanation?
Yes, there is an explanation, and let me tell you what it is. That was a United States bomber. And on that bomber, it has devices that can block radio signal, transmission signals, and everything. That's why your drones lost power and fell from the sky. Now, it don't take a rocket scientist. Well, it does to build planes, but let's continue on. We can explain all this stuff away, but let's continue on.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on.
The clip you just witnessed is truly captivating. The drone is exhibiting unusual behavior as it appears to be flashing erratically. This could be a sign of a malfunction, but it also raises the question of whether the drone is attempting to perform an entirely different function. The rapid, incessant flashing is accompanied by an audible sound, adding another layer of intrigue to the scene. The nature of this behavior is perplexing and invites further analysis to determine whether it's a technical glitch or something more deliberate.
Okay, that also can be explained. If you looked at that footage real quick, real close, if you blow up the screen, you can see a reflection. And that light might be coming from inside and they're filming through the window. And it's causing reflection. They're inside the house, and so is the light source. And they're filming through the window. And you're getting a reflection from whatever is blinking inside the house or wherever they're at. The other explanation is what I'm seeing in that well, it looks like heat lightning, but I don't see any clouds. The other thing it would be is a motor that we worked on back in the 60s with the government. And that motor was actually created for the Apollo 11, I think, or the moon landing. And what it was like a gyro, but it was like a jack. You remember when you were a kid and you played, what was that called? Jacks or whatever. It was like you had a round ball and then a thing that looked like it had spikes all over it. Well, the motor that we worked on back in the 60s to help the moon landing was a motor like that. And we needed a motor that would be able to be so steady and so precise that it would have to fire from all sides to keep it hovering if we needed to hover before we made landing on the moon. So, and that's what it looks like. And I've seen that motor operate without being in the lunar module that landed, or the space capsule that landed on the moon. I seen that motor operate without anything around it. And what it actually was like a, where's my lighter? I'll show you. Ah, here it is. You see the shape of that lighter? What's it look like? Here, let me unshare this. Blow this up and then maybe you can see. All right, I'm going to show you this lighter. And you can tell me what the shape of this lighter is in, which I can look right at it and tell you it's in the shape of a rocket. Almost like the space shuttle. And when you light it, now the motor that I seen that was being worked on in the 60s and 70s were similar to this lighter, but it had these lighters or like small motors it was connected to a spare. You know, a round circle, a spare. But it had all these little nodules that came out of that spare. And that thing could hover. It could hover and it looked like a ball of light. If you were far away and you were looking at why? Because the motors were constantly firing to keep that thing stable, to keep the gyro system on it completely stable. All them motors, and there must have been probably 50 motors, these small rockets connected to it. And that thing, I seen two of them, two motors like that were being worked on back in the 60s. One just had four. It had a nodule coming out of the top of it, a nodule coming out of both sides, and one coming out of the bottom. And it was constantly firing, like the lighter that you just seen. It was constantly blowing out of the turbines a flame. And it would just sit there and go, and that's what it sounded like from what I heard in that footage we just seen. And it's possible somebody got a hold of the plans, or maybe someone sold it, or maybe someone just hacked the system and got one of the motors from back in the 60s or 70s or whatever it was, 80s. All right, let's continue with the video. All right, I want to touch base a little bit on this guy saying that they're spraying the sky. They're not. That's a jet. It flies at a certain altitude, and it flies so high that it's very cold up there. And when the jet wings cut through the air, it creates, what does it create? Water droplets. It is actually cold air that is flowing over the airplane wings. And it's air, but it's so cold. Once it's interrupted, it creates water particles. He's not spraying nothing. That jet is going so fast, it's cutting through the air, and it is creating moisture, which leaves a mist that looks like a cloud. And if you watch it, it'll disappear within a couple minutes. And I proved that on a video I did this morning or the other day where there was chemtrails in the sky out here, and it was there 1 minute, and the next minute it was gone. That could be explained. Now, I am not saying that it's not possible for an airplane to spray chemicals. It very well is. But at the height that that jet is flying, and if it was spraying, it would never reach the ground. It would evaporate, or it would condense into water, and it would defeat its purpose. So it's possible, but I don't think so. I think that was probably a military jet. It sounded like it was moving pretty good. You can hear the motors clearly in that video. And I think that's what we're seeing, which is called a chemtrail. Let's continue on.
Apparently captured from a plane flying over Chicago, you'll observe 3 drones weaving intriguing patterns as they circle. The visual is compelling and prompts the question, could there be some sort of mothership or another structure beneath the ocean that they are descending towards?
Okay, sorry folks, I made a mistake there. I forgot to go ahead and share it and was listening to it for 20 or 5 minutes. And I went back to the live and I'm like, dang it, I forgot to share it. I'm going to back it up a little bit so you can see they're claiming these drones, UFOs, whatever, are going into the sea. So let's rewind it a little bit and check it out. Debbie, thank you for letting me know we are watching Sophie and not the video. And that there was no sound. Thank you. All right, let's continue with this. Let me back it up a little bit here.
Someone called the cops. tops of these lakes.
They're going into the ocean. Is that it?
See, please. They're going crazy.
Oh, I saw that. Oh, again, a splash. You can actually.
Observe closely as the drones skillfully maneuver into a precise formation. They appear to be descending directly into the ocean. Their path is smooth, and right before your eyes, you witness the splash as they penetrate the water's surface. This striking visual is compelling and prompts the question, could there be some sort of mothership or another structure beneath the ocean that they are descending towards?
Okay, I call bull crap on that video there, that footage. And I think that was a fake footage. That's why you had the flashing lights to distract you. You had sirens, but yet there was no police car. You had ocean, which your eye can only see so far. Okay, so I would imagine, and I've seen that on Lake Michigan here. On a good day, you can stand on one side of Lake Michigan and you can see Chicago, right? Up in Michigan, you can see Chicago shoreline. And people say that's impossible, right? Well, it might be. But there's been reports of that. People say they can see things in the sky, but actually it's a reflection off of the water from the buildings in Chicago, the skyscrapers. And it causes what they call a mirage. And if you look at that footage, I think them things are probably going behind the horizon, because I don't see any water splashing up. The guy's like, yeah, you can see water splashing up. I don't see any. Let's continue with the video.
In this clip, which was apparently captured from a plane flying over Chicago, you'll observe 3 drones weaving intriguing patterns as they circle in the clouds below. The intriguing part of this footage lies in the bizarre, almost whimsical movements of these drones. It's as if they are engaged in a silent, coordinated dance, defying conventional expectations. Their seemingly synchronized maneuvers make one question the nature and purpose of this aerial display.
All right, folks, that footage of Chicago and them 2 lights spinning in a circle, and they're like, hey, look at how it's perfectly going in a circle. Let me tell you what that meant. I used to live in Chicago. When there was a big opening at any bar, theater, museum, anything, any big opening at a new place, I can remember them having old spotlights from back in the 50s. They were huge. They were huge. And they would spin in a perfect circle like that. And you would have a beam of light coming up from the ground up into the sky. And even when we were kids, everyone, oh my God, look at it. Not until we grew up or our parents took us to a big opening or a big thing going on in Chicago that we realized it was these giant spotlights that Chicago had. and they would just spin in a perfect circle, just if you look up on the internet, I bet you can find old footage of them. They were giant spotlights, and they were on motors that just spun. They would point it up in the sky, and this thing would just go in a circle, and it would create a giant light, a beam. They used to have them back at the movie days. If you watch the movie Aviator about Howard Hughes in Hollywood, what are they using? Them same exact giant, they're 8 foot, if not bigger, 10-foot round spotlights, and they're spinning in perfect circles and creating light. Well, Chicago had them, and they used to use them back in the 70s and 80s whenever they had a big opening. Let's continue with the video.
Some viewers have noticed that the drones are following an almost identical pattern as they fly. This observation has raised an intriguing question. Are we witnessing a single drone retracing its path, or could there be multiple drones flying along the exact same flight path? The consistent movement suggests a well-coordinated flight plan, but the mystery remains whether it's one skillful drone or several operating in harmony. Analyzing the footage further could provide more insight into this curious aerial phenomena.
Is that scary?
That's a little scary. Does that light help it?
You can try
We need to go get the other flashlights, like the little ones, get like all of them and spotlight the heck out of it. It's the same path every single time.
That's a drone, all right. I'll tell you
It's 100% a drone, isn't it?
Can't be anything else.
See how slow it's flying?
It's slow and it's not big.
And
too.
before it went like this.
Like planes,
That's the same exact route. So maybe it's not one drone. Maybe we're seeing multiple drones and they're all going this way.
Also, you want me to stop videoing?
Yeah, sure.
In this clip, observe how the drones are equipped with exceptionally bright lights. At first glance, it might seem as if you are staring directly into the sun, but upon closer inspection, it's clearly not the case. The intense luminosity of these lights creates a mesmerizing effect, captivating the viewer and inviting curiosity about the technology behind such powerful illumination. Are these lights part of a new advancement in drone technology?
Yeah, it's rolling. All that beautiful bean footage. Beans, promise beans. Beans, boss.
Now you know I'm gonna post this on Facebook.
All drones. Those are drones because we ended up coming to Seaside just to check it out. These are all drones. Holy shit. Then, yeah, there's that one heading back in the Toms River.
Oh my gosh, bro, look at that. Look at that. You know, that's the closest one we've gotten so far. Yeah, the tree's blocking it. Oh, bro, oh my gosh, look at that. They're four-way rectangular.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me point out in this footage, that is a jet. You can hear the motor, and you can see the tail. And the reason the tail of the plane is lit up in a circle like that, behind the other two front red and white dots up there, is so you can read the number of the plane. So that is actually a jet that we're looking at right now. Now the other one that was before this one might have been a small drone, And the batteries might have been going low. And when the batteries start going low, the lights start blinking. So that's very possible it could have been a small drone. Let's keep watching this. The video's almost over with. We're almost over with this, folks.
Oh, it's got blurry. Damn it. Oh, there you go.
Take a look at this clip. But appears as if a downed drone is shooting from the ground. It appears to be shooting red lasers. Come on, guys, is this real life?
That thing is completely stationary shooting.
Okay, this one is really fascinating. You can see somebody's recording from an overpass, and there are a lot of police vehicles down below.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this footage that we're seeing right now is recent. Okay, this is probably the drone that they're talking about that was shot down. Now, what does that look like to me? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Not going to lie to you folks. That looks like a United States government military grade drone. And do they have the right to fly over America? Yes, they do. You know why? Because there are drones protecting America from radiation and madmen, just in case they break out into a war. Do I back the United States government? I sure do. And our military? Yes, I do. So what is that? Well, to me, it looks like a United States military drone with wings. And that's probably what these people shot down. Supposedly Trump told them to shoot it down. We don't know. Let's continue with the video.
Appears as if one of these drones crash landed in the median strip between these two highways.
Oh! No way! Yo! No way. You got good footage? Good footage? Oh, they're bugging! This shit.
Here's another clip of a drone shooting out red laser beams. I have no idea what is going on. Are you as puzzled as I am? Okay, this clip is a little suspect, but I wanted to show it to you anyways just because it's out there on the internet. To me, this looks like some type of Star Wars fighter jet and not so much a drone, but I'll let you decide.
That's not. That's not my camera. I had to go run in and get my camera. Nobody was gonna believe me. That's with my camera. Look at this thing. See?
Now, this is one of my favorite clips. This guy has a YouTube channel where he records a lot of nighttime activity, and he happened to catch these drones during one of his recording sessions. He uses a high-quality camera.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, that footage we just seen was a time-lapse photo of the night sky that he fast-forwarded. What are the lights moving everywhere? Them are asteroids that we see every single day. If you pointed a camera up in the sky, you would get that same thing at night. If you got a good enough camera, you would see that there's always asteroids blowing past in every direction around us. And that's what it looks like to me. Drones, no. It looks like someone had a pretty good camera, set it up at night in a dark area, so you got a good footage of the space and stars and everything. And that night we had a asteroid belt come through, and then he speeded it up, right? It's aliens. I don't think so. All right, let's continue.
It's important to note that this is definitely not advisable, but there are individuals, like the drone hunter, who are engaging in attempts to shoot down drones. They take active measures to bring down these devices, often without considering the legal implications or potential safety hazards. This raises concerns about personal safety and the law, as the repercussions of such actions can be quite serious.
All right, as you can see right there, that guy was unloading his weapon into the sky. You could see the tracers going by at this so-called, what he thinks is a drone, but might have been the footage that we just seen of the military drone that landed in the highway. Might have been that. But that's what you don't want to do, is you don't want to shoot at these things, because that could be a passenger jet, a low-flying passenger, small private jet. And with the new motors that are out today, they're so quiet, you can hear them, but they're not real loud. So people think, because that plane might be, I don't know, 50 miles away, and you can't hear it yet, right? Because you're so far away, you can see it, but you can't hear it, because you can see farther than you can hear. So you don't want to pull out your weapon and start shooting like this guy just did. That was crazy. And hopefully it wasn't that American drone that this guy shot down. It might have been. We don't know. This is a recent video. Let's continue with the video.
This next clip is truly remarkable and showcases an impressive amount of drones in the sky. They are mesmerizing.
Hold on. I'm gonna put my hat on backwards. I don't know what's going on. I hope these are in focus. Look at this. What the hell's going on here? Oh, please be picking this up. This is nuts. Look at that. Kind of wish my neighbor was here right now. He comes out and watches for UFOs, but holy crap.
Well, number one, I'm going to call it total bullshit that no one knows what these are. And I think it's a slap in the face to the American people to say they don't know what this is. They can track down a guy that just killed a CEO, but they can't identify what nightly drones are and where they're coming from. I think that is absolutely disgusting to lie to the American people like this, and the truth needs to be told about it. Secondly, if they're telling the truth, then this country is in horrible shape.
And how are the numbers looking?
We're landing at a strong 70 SPF.
Thanks to JetBlue's.
All right, there you go, folks. I did post that creator's video in my chat. Feel free to go check it out. Could a couple of them things be explained away? I do believe so. That one at the end where there was a bunch of lights and they were moving, I don't know, them could have been small drones. You know, I hate to say it, folks, but there are millions of people that fly these drones just as a hobby. And they might be all getting together and try and learn. They might be trying to learn what China and Japan has done with their drones and fireworks displays. I don't know if you've seen the videos on them. Look up drone fireworks. And it's just incredible what they do. And that might be what's going on in America. A bunch of American dudes are getting together and they're trying to create pictures in the sky like these other countries have been doing. Do I blame them? No. But most of that stuff can be explained away. If you really look at the footage up close and you listen with your ear, you can tell that it's a jet. And what you don't want to do is what that guy in the video did, was pull your weapon out and start firing. If you notice, he hit it, but it didn't do anything. Now either that photo could have been CGI'd or whatever they call it, AI. Or he could have took it down. It might have went down miles down the road. So you don't want to just fire at anything in the sky. Because like I said, the United States government has the right to patrol its country and protect the United States people. So do I know for a fact that there's United States military drones flying over America? Yes, I know that. Am I threatened by it? No. No, it's the American people's taxpayer money. It's our drones. Right? I mean, if they're there to protect us and they're under God, then you know what? I'll be sleeping better at night. And now they're creating drone militaries to watch other drones and yada, yada, yada. And I just think that's probably some scam to soak more money out of the American people. If the states are so worried about what they are, then have your states spend the money, which will be the taxpayer money, to get the drones and everything you need to track them. Right? I don't know. which I know these states politicians know exactly. Yeah, some of these drones are United States military drones. And they have the right to be flying around America, checking for radiation, chemicals, dirty bombs. Yeah. Am I scared? No. I'll probably sleep extra good tonight. Just like little Sophie. I hope you folks can hear me okay. Are you still here, Debbie? But anyways, there you go. What's going on? I don't know. The fleecing of America, diversion. Now this is just one more thing they can blame on Trump. They're already putting news broadcasts out or on YouTube. Trump said to shoot him down. Right? If they call martial law before Trump gets in there, what could happen? Like I said, they could declare war, lock up the presidency. They could go. We've already seen that they tried to lock Trump up before. I could just see them now trying to say Trump insinuating one of our United States $20 million, 30 or $100 million drone down. Yeah. I could just imagine what people are going to do now. They're going to start shooting everything out of the sky, and then they're going to blame Trump for it. Trump said to, yeah. Well, I hope you folks got billions of dollars, because I'm sure our Pentagon is going to want their money back. I know the American people, which paid for all this technology, is going to want somebody to pay that big money back. Some of these drones are in the $100 million. Big money. Big drones and big money. Yeah, not a good call. And they're probably it could be media creating this frenzy. A diversion, maybe. A lot of people are saying it's a diversion away from Luigi, the murder he did out there. A lot of people are saying a lot of stuff. I'm saying, for you people, if the drones bother you, then look past the drones and look to God, because we're supposed to be keeping our eyes on in the sky for God. Amen. Now, don't get me wrong, folks. If one of these drones are sitting at your window and you got children and you're at home and it's invading your privacy, then yes, I agree, you should be able to shoot it down or call the police. Right? Because there's a thing called peeping Toms in America. So yes, I agree, if something like that's going on, it better be a police drone. It better make itself clear it's a police drone or a government drone. If not, it's peeping Toms or somebody that wants to do harm to you. If you're sitting there and you're looking out your window and there's a drone watching you a foot away outside your window and don't move at all, then yeah, I would say use force if you have to. All we're saying is that we acknowledge the military drones and we acknowledge the police drones. So make them noticeable for civilians. to identify, right? That's all I'm saying. Do drones bother me? Nope. I'm happy with the freedoms I got. You want to fly around all day and take photos or pictures or whatever and watch the world go by? Go right ahead. But maybe one day them drones will catch a photo of a killer, of a rapist, or a child being abducted. Then them drones are great, right? I don't know. All right. We're going to end this video here in 5 minutes at 1 hour. And then I might do a fire video tonight, a peaceful, relaxing fire video. Maybe. But am I going crazy and shooting anything out of the sky? Nope. Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want my honest opinion, if we come in contact with anything that has made it outside the world's atmosphere, and it hasn't killed us yet, we should at least be communicating with it and asking how. For all we know, they can come take us to a better place. A world with no guns, and we all love each other in peace, and families and women and men. Men sleep with women and women sleep with men. There's no, we don't know, right? We have no idea. So I would be careful because you don't know one of these things. Do I believe UFO, real entity, UFOs could exist? Yes. It is very possible. And science has proved that. It is possible. I'm not saying it's real. I'm not saying it is aliens, but it is possible that there could be, with all the planets out there and stars that we don't even know about. It's possible. But anyone that would have that kind of technology to survive so long in space and get to the Earth and not wipe it out, because surely they would have technology, not unless they're a peaceful civilization. They don't believe in madness. I would say embrace them, or at least, and I think we already have communicated with them a while ago. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a couple minutes left, and then you all can go home and relax. Little Sophie is just relaxing her little butt off. I think she's very comfortable tonight. She hasn't been barking a lot. I also know a lot of people don't like my opinion or the way I talk or the things I say. And that's okay. Am I smart? Nope. I just have an opinion, that's all. Don't mean it's right. Don't mean it's wrong. All right, we're at 1 hour. I want to thank all you great people for stopping in and watching. Hit the like and sub. Thank the great mod Debbie Fox, and you folks have a good night.